Something pretty crazy is going on in the Atlantic Ocean right now. The world's biggest algae bloom is now looming off the coast of Florida. Researchers at the University of South Florida have identified what they call the Great Atlantic Sargassum Belt, the largest macroalgal bloom on the planet. At its biggest, it stretches across about 5,000 or 6,000 miles, almost twice the width of the continental U.S. Sargassum is a type of brown macroalgae. It reflects light in a way that satellites can detect. The researchers used satellite images to identify this giant bloom, which they say is linked to human impacts. They think deforestation and fertilizer use in the Amazon has steadily increased nutrient runoff. And when it amasses around coastal waters, it can deplete oxygen in the water and kill other life. Then when this thing dies, it sinks to the bottom of the ocean and suffocates anything unfortunate enough to get stuck under it. It also stinks like rotten eggs, which is what a lot of people have been smelling down around the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico, near this big one. In fact, they even declared it a state of emergency, and Florida's beaches are now feeling the effects too. This bloom is massive, but it's just the latest of a string of many record blooms of sargassum that have appeared nearly every year now since 2011. Scientists fear this might be the new norm, which could spell bad things for our marine life. And changes in our climate may further impact the blooms. Our climate affects precipitation patterns, which impacts runoff from the Amazon, which could cause the blooms to get even bigger. But it's not all bad news. Yes, the rancid smell might be scaring off vacationers in Cancun, but other coastal communities are doing crazy things like using sargassum to make paper, shoes, and biofuel. Others are using it to feed livestock. One man even made a house out of sargassum bricks. And the algae is filled with vitamins and minerals, so it might even be used as a natural superfood. It's just another example of weird things happening in nature right now, in part thanks to our crazy human doings. Will it be for the good or for the bad? Who knows? The only thing we know for sure is things are changing around us faster than ever, which means that, like it or not, we're gonna have to start to change too.